Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Asha. Welcome to the Asha T Show. On this channel, we are going to be talking about what it takes to actually follow your dreams, what it takes to build a business, and how you can actually drop time substantially on the path. I want to be very honest with you. Something that really pisses me off. There's two things that really piss me off, and then because I can't change people, I'm just going to change myself in the way that I serve my medicine. So wouldn't say that it pisses me off, but it's a good term, and I'm from Boston, and we like saying stuff like that every once in a while. Okay, let me tell you what it is. People are always talking about manifest this, manifest this. Guys, you have to take action. All right, now, the action is the link between where you are now and where you are headed. Okay, so we don't really the only thing we're taking action to do is to get to the next level. It's actually kind of crazy when you realize it. In fact, because I realized it, I was like, oh, I don't have to take any action. The next level is just going to come. But the truth is I lost a lot of time. So what does this look like? This looks like me being like, I'm starting this YouTube channel, guys. I'm starting this YouTube channel. I am not putting a lot of thought into it. I just want to share my true and real experience and then pray to God that people watch it. Okay, I have another YouTube channel, Magnetic Frequency, where I talk about a lot of relationship stuff, but this one is not articulated. I just have this desire to start spreading how difficult it is to follow dreams and how difficult it is for me to bring energy work to the entire globe on a mass scale and what it's taking. And in that, it's also awesome. It's the best thing I've ever done. And following your dreams is 100% worth it, especially because I'm only 4.5 years in and I'm standing here letting you know that you can do things fast. You don't need to have some bullshit story. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about in this video was that when people talk about manifestation, they often don't talk about the action, guys. Listening to like a man or a woman who has really, really made it sit there and tell you like, yes, they're right. You've got to be in the right mindset and believe in the right mindset. Yes, 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 yes. And please take the action. All right, get logical, get real. All right, I can't tell you how many fairies I meet out there that are like, yeah, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and I'm like, okay, well, you need to do this, this, and this, and then they don't do this, this, and this, and then they wonder why they don't have the thing that they want yet. Okay, so you got to make moves. You got to make moves, honey. Okay, I always use the same example. A ballerina. She looks amazing. She looks like she has, ease and flow. She's a gorgeous star. She's so beautiful. She's on stage. What you don't see is her broken toes and the 9 to 12 hours she's been rehearsing all day. I dance 4 hours on the weekend, okay? And I want to up that a lot. I'm talking 12 hours to, days of like 8 hours a day. Like, I would like to be dancing 30 hours a week at least, and doing my job as well. That requires an entire different version of me. I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning. It is now 5:30 at night, and I'm still going. I'm ready. I'm hammering. Okay. And I went to the gym and I meal plan and all these beautiful things. Guys, I couldn't do shit like this last year, 2 years ago. Okay, I move fast because I do the energy work, I do the consciousness work, and I consistently work on my energy. But at the same time, I still have to take action. Okay? It's hard to explain if you're not there yet, but at the same time, you have to wrap your head around it. There's a spiritual man I follow. He's amazing. I love him so much. David Guillaume. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's Ghyam. He's awesome. He is building so many cool things right now, and his business is like really booming, and he's traveling and he's doing all these wonderful things that I want to be doing more and more of. And he said the other day in a transmission, as he was talking about being the person, being the vessel, and all this wonderful stuff, he said, I'm working like 12 hours a day on this project right now with excitement in his eyes. But he's showing up. He's still showing up. So you've got this audience of people that want all these desires, and they're listening to this stuff, but you've got to listen to the fine print. He himself is working 12 hours a day. Okay? So he is saying that, but a lot of people can't hear that. They just see the finished product and they're like, I can have that too, but you got to take the action. I will never not keep that real with you guys, okay? Really, please, all right? Like, I've got a little bit of truth that runs through me that says, all right, you want it, you got to work for it, all right? You got to. Now, this is the cool thing. when you do it, the people behind you and your ancestors are going to feel the shifts. But your children are going to feel those shifts when you decide that you're going to do that. Your children and your grandchildren and your and your nieces and your nephews, they're going to have it easier because you followed your path. You were the one that created what, like, I have this vision of my niece working with me. Imagine if I don't create it, and then what? She doesn't get the chance to work with me, and then she's like, in my eye, I don't want to share what I saw in her energy, but she's amazing. And that is a very real potential timeline for her. I don't know if she'll do it, but I do know that it's up to me to create that timeline for her, right? Unless she creates that timeline for us, but that wasn't the vision that I saw. And so I wouldn't even be able to present her with that opportunity if I don't create it. And it's the same thing with jobs. You know, we take these jobs that we have for granted, or people pissed off at it. Jeff Bezos and all the money. Well, he created something that's actually, you know, whether, you know, call him what you want, say what you want about him, he's creating hundreds of thousands of jobs, and he's also creating something that's convenient for the masses to just get shit on speed dial. I don't use Amazon personally because I like to touch my stuff, and I don't even buy stuff. All the stuff I bought is not, it's all donated. My house burned down, so I don't even buy stuff. I've got everything I wear is donated, all the way down to the shoes. So let's get back to you. So that's the number one thing you gotta understand, is that when you're listening to these manifestation techniques, make sure that yes, it's true. Energy is it. Energy is it. But the thing that stops you from getting to the next level of your energy is action. Okay, so you gotta take action. So this looks like investing. This looks like hiring somebody who has more wisdom than you to help you and guide you, and someone who has created what you are wanting to create, has a relationship that you are wanting to create, something along these lines, so that you are able to really start being in that space. The second thing that you want to do is you need to contain yourself. You need to watch and monitor what you're watching. You need to watch and monitor who you're hanging around with. You need to watch and monitor what you're doing, especially with all the shit that they're putting out there nowadays, with all the crap going on, and everybody's got information on speed dial, and everybody's plugged into social media. Be the person that's not, okay? And in order to do that, you need to detach. You need to get rid of these stories that you might be holding. So guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm in 4.5 years of my business. We're rounding on to year 5. And I actually cannot believe how much I have changed from 3 years ago. It's actually like, oh my God, my physical body has changed. My energy has changed. My demeanor has changed. My intellect just keeps getting higher and higher. Everything gets cleaner and cleaner. And it took, I've invested over $300,000 into my energy health and my business health. And I have no idea what the creator has stored for me, but at the same time, I do know that I'm a player in this game. Now, and I truly believe that. I truly believe everything is happening for our highest good. And even if it's really, really scary, even if it really doesn't look like it in the moment, even if it feels painful, which is why I say always, please understand your emotions, understand your emotional intelligence. And when you start to look inward as opposed to out there and blaming things out there, you begin to live in an entirely different reality. And this is something that's at your beck and call. It is here for you. Okay, so the point of this video is to just give you a little bit of an update. I have been like literally changing who I am, how I show up, getting clean, more schedule, more appointments, like more just cleaner energy. And you know, the truth is you're gonna have to believe in yourself, and more so than ever before, than ever you had to before. All right, so make a declaration that you're gonna release a bad behavior for this last quarter, and then stick to it. Okay, do your absolute best to stick to releasing that bad behavior for the last quarter forever. Mine is eating milk duds. Okay, so I'm gonna try my best to stick to my food plan as best as I possibly can. I don't know if I'll be successful. I do know that I'm going to try as much as I possibly can stick to my food plan. And that is something that I'm doing. And then I'm also doing a daily series of actions that are going to take me to the next thing that I want to do, which is teach more. So on that note, I'm going to send you so much love. And I think you are just amazing. You can do it. And I know that because I'm doing it. And I was a mess before. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. I truly believe that. I was like the ultimate crazy lady. Like I always say, if you can regulate your emotions and you are erratic and you have like a big bad behavioral self-control problem, if I can do it, you can do it. I was not calm. I was not, sober. I was like, I would snap at people. I would get mad at people. I don't get mad at people. No, I just don't. Maybe perhaps a tiny bit, but I take it to the side and I don't get super upset with people. It's tacky. And that's in the brain. That's in the brain. Okay. And in order to get out of that space and into the body, you want to be working on your emotional regulation, working on your emotional intelligence. If you'd like to hear more about my one-on-one sessions, let's connect. Okay. This is being recorded in October 2025, and they are going to be going hot and strong until the end of November. So please come and join me for a one-on-one session. If you are not able to join me for a one-on-one session, do not fret. I'll have new things coming up all the time. If you're interested in connecting with me about corporate work, please reach out, okay? I do work with teams. I work with HR. I work with so many different types of people on emotional regulation and emotional intelligence, and I'm so excited. And I'm also dancing and singing and doing all these wonderful things. I love this place. And I'm going to share my journey along the way, guys, okay? Because I want you to know that you're not alone, all right? But you got to go for it, okay? So hopefully I can inspire you to take some action. Peace.